Hi there, it is me, the Holistic Healer, and I'm here today to talk to you about chakras. I have had a lot of people lately asking me, Becky, what are chakras? And chakras are the areas in our physical human body where energy goes in and out. There are energy centers. It's where our life force energy and vitality is in and out all the time. Even if you're not a spiritual person, even if you don't believe in that kind of thing, they're there. And it is part of what keeps our bodies flowing. There is a physical aspect to them because they control different organs in our bodies. There is an emotional aspect to them because they control different emotions in our bodies and in our minds. There's also a spiritual aspect to them that they control different areas of spirituality. So in terms of, the physical body, if one of your chakras is out of alignment or blocked with stagnant energy or things that you're hanging on to that you need to let go, they're going to be stopped. And when they're stopped, the problem is all the organs that are associated with that energy center are going to be a mess, and you're going to get sick. So a lot of the diseases and things that happen in our bodies are truly, if there's no other cause for them, it could very well be that your energy center is not moving, flowing, and then that will affect the organs in that area. So there are many chakras in the human body. However, there are 7 main chakras that start at the top of your head and go down to the base of your spine. Those are the main energy centers in our bodies. They are associated, there's 7 of them, and they're associated with the 7 colors of the rainbow. So each chakra is in a specific place on your body. It controls a specific color of the rainbow, and then everything associated with that. So, starting off first, our first chakra is called the root chakra. It is at the base of your spine. It is also called the base chakra sometimes. This represents our foundation. It's the feeling of being grounded and secure. Here is kind of a quick skinny on what you need to know about the root chakra. The root chakra affects our survival issues, such as like food and money, our will to survive. If you're feeling depressed or like, I just can't go on anymore, and there's not a specific reason for it, it might be that your root chakra is out of alignment. There are the organs that are associated with this are like the gonads and testicles for men, the ovaries for women. It's anything from the last couple inches of your body. So it's the end of your small intestines that lead out, to the anus or the bottom of the bladder down to where we urinate. So if you are having trouble with any of those organs, any kind of diseases with that, with urinating or defecating, that could have something to do with your root chakra. It is associated with the color red. So anything red will help you keep this balanced. Wearing the color red, eating foods that are red. You can use crystals and stones that are red, like ruby, tiger's eye, bloodstone, garnet. Also for the root chakra, any stones that are grounding or protection stones, like a lot of the black ones, hematite, those are very, very good stones. The lingams are great for the root chakra as well, keeping you grounded, keeping you balanced, keeping you that will to survive. There are a lot of different healing exercises that you can do to keep this chakra balanced. One of them is taking your shoes off and walking around barefoot. That's grounding, especially outside in the grass. It's all about the feeling of being grounded. Some of the foods, like I mentioned, are like beets, apples, cayenne peppers, Tabasco sauce, believe it or not, vegetables from the ground, root vegetables like carrots, beets, potatoes, anything that's grown under the ground that's a grounding root, that grounds you energetically, will help with this chakra. The other thing that helps are like animal proteins and eggs. Those are really good for the root chakra as well. There are also essential oils that are amazing for the root chakra. Some of them are like cedarwood, sandalwood, vetiver, cinnamon, and cedar. Ones that are red, ones that come from root vegetables and herbs. Those are all excellent choices for the root chakra. There's some herbs like cleavers, golden seal, ginseng, root herbs that are grown under the ground like ginger, echinacea, cayenne pepper is actually a really good herb and vegetable that help with the root chakra. So if you're feeling like I'm all over the place, I'm not grounded, I'm scatterbrained, it may be that your root chakra is out of alignment. So moving on, the next chakra is up. The second chakra, is called your sacral chakra. That relates to your ability to feel creative, feel sexual, and accept change. The location of the second chakra is in your lower abdomen, about 2 inches below the navel. This is your sense of abundance, your sense of well-being, your pleasure center. It's your sexuality. It controls the sexual organs in your body. This is also going to control part of your digestive system. Sorry, I lost my train of thought for a second. The other thing that it controls is like your purpose, your metabolism, your energy, your giving and receiving, your aliveness. Creativity is also another one that is controlled by this. Your intimacy, your taste, believe it or not, your emotional needs, your emotional cleansing, your warmth, your desire. So if you are having a time where you just are like, I'm not in the mood, I don't care if I ever have sex again in my entire life, I'm telling you, your sacral chakra is probably out of alignment. And if you got that aligned, I think that you would definitely feel that flow again. So because the sacral chakra is associated with the color orange, any kind of orange vegetables, fruits, food, orange clothing will help with that. Some of the essential oils that help are like melissa, bergamot, orange, neroli, lemongrass, and juniper. Those are all great choices for that. For herbs, it would be St. John's wort, licorice, like papaya, grapeseed. Those are all exceptional choices for the sacral chakra. So moving up just below your navel, like literally just below your navel, is the third chakra, and that's your solar plexus chakra. This represents your ability to be confident and in control of your life. It's like your stomach area, so it controls all the organs in the stomach area. So if you're having problems with your stomach, with digestion, your kidneys, your bladder. Those are all associated with the solar plexus chakra. It is yellow, so wearing yellow clothing, eating yellow foods, using yellow stones are all great choices. For essential oils, lemon, rosemary, fennel, and like geranium are excellent choices for this chakra. It is kind of your energy and vitality. It's where your willpower comes from. Your desire, your personal authority, your inner self-control comes from your solar plexus chakra, your sense of the warrior or goddess in you, loving yourself. So it's kind of your self-control. So it's like your strive for perfection, your mental and willpower. Also, anger comes from the solar plexus chakra. So if you're feeling very angry, it could very well be that your solar plexus chakra is out of alignment. Keeping that balanced and in alignment will help so much with that. It will also keep your digestive system flowing good. If you have digestive system issues, you probably have an issue with your solar plexus chakra. It also can control it's part of what controls your metabolism, because it's your pancreas is kind of in that area too. So people with diabetes, you would be amazed at how different things would be if you would keep your solar plexus chakra flowing and do things to help it. The next one moving up is in the center of your chest. That is your heart chakra. It is associated with the color green. This represents our ability to love, the quality of love, our past loves, our future loves. It represents our joy, our inner peace, opening your heart to things. And the thing is if you are carrying things from the past, emotional things that have hurt your heart, you're carrying that in your heart chakra. It's going to be stopped up. It's going to be blocked. And you're going to have problems with your physical heart. Even though when I say love with your heart, I don't literally mean love with your heart that pumps the blood. I mean energetically, your heart, your love center. That is your love center. It's your balance. It's your connection to love. It is your compassion, your ego, your hope. Your positive attitude or your negative attitude comes from your heart chakra. It's your warmth. It's your forgiveness. It's sharing and relating and respecting yourself and respecting others. It controls your heart, your lungs, your lymph, your immune system, your blood circulatory system. It's your trust, your flexibility, your growth. Coping skills, balance, and love, 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 love. It is your love center. Wearing green clothes will help balance that heart chakra. Eating green foods, beans, peas. Of course, I can't think of any other green foods, but you get the point. Green stones. Malachite is excellent for the heart chakra. If you struggle with any of the organs in this area or any of the emotional problems in this area, kunazite is really good too. Wear those stones in your pocket. Sit down and talk to yourself. Close your eyes, meditate, and say, I let go of what no longer serves me. Letting go of things from the past makes a huge difference in how you feel. It will keep your heart chakra flowing. So moving up into the center of your throat, that is the 5th chakra, and it is called your throat chakra. It is associated with the color blue. This represents our ability to communicate and express ourselves. It's speaking your truth. It's self-expression. It's your feelings, speaking your truth, holding your secrets. It is to deal with your communication and your healing, speaking what hurts you, speaking what you like, seeing the whole individual, seeing one. Speech and expression, articulation, creative communication comes from your throat chakra. Some of the physical areas that are affected by the throat chakra is like your parathyroid, your neck, your ears, your sinuses, your respiratory system. You also, some of the creativity comes from the throat chakra too. So if you're not speaking your truth, and if you're somebody that holds things in and you don't feel comfortable saying what you mean, that area is going to get blocked and stopped up. You need to speak your truth. If you have a sore throat all the time and you don't know why, there's nothing wrong with you and you're not sick. It's because there's things that you need to say, get off your chest, to make your heart chakra and your throat chakra feel better. It makes perfect sense, doesn't it? I had a client once that came to me and said, Becky, I've had this sore throat for like a month. There's nothing wrong with me. I don't feel sick anywhere else. It just really hurts. And I said, what are you holding in? And she said, I'm not holding anything in. I don't know what you're talking about. And I said, there's something that you're holding in that you need to say to somebody that's really bothering you. And she thought about it for a minute and she said, yeah, actually, you're right. There are some things I need to say to somebody. And I said, you need to go do that. And I promise you, your sore throat will go away. So I did some work on her throat chakra that day and gave her some oils. And she went home with the throat chakra roll-on that I make. The next day, she called me and said, Becky, I spoke my truth. I said what I had to say. And my sore throat is gone. And I was like, I told you. So, I mean, you guys, this stuff is for real. And whether you want to believe it or not, it's happening. So why not humor me and listen to what I'm saying and try it. See how much better you feel. Truly feel. So obviously wearing the color blue is going to help with your throat chakra. Eating blue foods, blueberries, and some of the essential oils that help with the throat chakra are like thyme, chamomile, mint, cypress, tea tree. And some of the stones are like sapphire, lapis, blue agate works very well for that too. Like if you're having trouble speaking your truth, take those gemstones, put them in your pocket, and you'll be amazed. It'll help it flow, help you speak your truth, and you will feel so much better. Then you'll be able to let stuff go that's in your heart. They all work together here. So moving up, past the throat chakra is the third eye. Your third eye is your connection. That is your seeing without your physical eyes. It is your intuition and understanding. It's your clairvoyance. It's seeing beyond the five body senses, and it's your psychic sense. We all have it, whether you believe it or not. We are all psychic. It is a matter of whether you are tapped in and tuned in and turned on to it or not. I mean, let's be real. In your entire life, you're telling me you have never ever had an intuition about something and it was true, or you have never ever had a feeling of something or a vision of something, and then that's really what happened. It's happened to all of us. It's just the problem is people don't believe it, and they think, oh, well, that was a coincidence. There are no coincidences. I'm telling you, there's not. This is your psychic sense, and we are all psychic. You need to believe me. Or not. That's fine. But anyways, I'm done ranting about that. But your third eye, that controls your endocrine and your nervous system, your awareness, and that's like your brow. Some people call it your brow chakra. It also controls your autonomic nervous system, your hypothalamus, and your eyes. It's getting the big picture. It's imagination. It's your focus. It is literally seeing without your physical eyes. And if that chakra is blocked, you're going to have troubles with your physical eyes, troubles with your nervous system, like nervous system diseases. It's true, you guys. It really, really is. Your pituitary gland is also associated with your third eye. So because that color is indigo, I think I forgot to tell you that, but that color is indigo. And so like frankincense and myrrh are excellent essential oils for that. For gemstones, I usually use quartz crystal for that one. That's a big one. And for foods, like things that are indigo, things that are light purple, like eggplant, grapes work. And actually broccoli works very well for that too, because it has enzymes in it that help open up that third eye and keep it flowing. So going to the top of your head, that's the crown chakra. That's the 7th chakra. That is your enlightenment. That is your transcendence. It's your spiritual understanding. It's your connection to the divine. Whether you believe there's a divine or not, it is there. You are connected. If you have that chakra closed, and a lot of people, we close our chakras off without knowing we're doing it. So people that think there's no such thing as being psychic or having a connection to the divine, it's because those chakras are blocked, and we emotionally block them. But your crown chakra is your divinity. It's your higher self. It's your wisdom, your inspiration, your higher reasoning and awareness. It also controls your metabolism, your RNA and your DNA, because believe it or not, we're always getting downloads of DNA from the divine to try and get rid of the old stuff that does not no longer serve us, lessons we've learned out, new awarenesses coming in all the time. Whether you believe it or not, it's happening. I promise you. It is your spiritual love and compassion. It's your peace, your harmony, your loving, thoughtful. It's your ability to focus, your consciousness, your cosmic love. And I'm not saying that because I'm a hippie. It's true. That color is purple. So gemstones that work excellent for opening the crown chakra are amethyst. That is the number one good one. But rose quartz works well too, even though that's not really, that's pink. But rose quartz is directly connected with your connection with the divine. So essential oils that work great are like lavender, ylang ylang, jasmine, frankincense, all of like the spiritual oils, spikenard, sandalwood. Those are all connected with your connection to the divine. All of the holy oils that Jesus used or that were talked about around the time of Jesus, those are all associated with your crown chakra. Those are your connection to the divine. You can either open it wide and feel that love and feel that protection, or you can close it off and feel like you are all by yourself and nobody's there with you. Why not open that and feel like you are so divinely loved and appreciated and like you are one with everything in the whole world? Because I'm telling you, from the seat that I'm sitting in, this world is beautiful. And I haven't always seen it that way. Believe me, it took me many years of living in hell to realize and understand these chakras and everything about living and healing body, mind, and spirit. It all is related. So anyways, I'm getting off topic here. So the crown chakra is purple. And some of the, a couple of the herbs that I use are like Gatsu Cola, valerian, meadowsweet. Those are great herbs for balancing that crown chakra. So we go through all of the chakras. We have red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. That's the colors of the rainbow. There's 7 colors of the rainbow. There's 7 main chakras. I hope that in everything that I said today, somebody, even if one person resonates with what I'm saying and wants to try working on your chakras, amen. I have done my job. So if you have any more questions about chakras or want me to work on your chakras or want me to help you, please feel free to message me. I am so much more than willing to bring you into inner peace where I'm at. It's amazing over here, you guys. It is. It's beautiful. And I work on my chakras every day. And I'm telling you, my life and my world and my health is so much better than it used to be. So I hope this has helped you. I want you to have a great day. I'm sending so many blessings and so much peace to your heart. So much love. Have a great day.